There could be a button on your mic you need to press too.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can now.
Is there a lag?
There's a little lag.
You think that's from my mic?
No, it's just internet. All
Okay.
the Zooms do it a little bit.
Well, I don't think I have a lag. Like, I don't have a lag on my end from you.
I don't have a lag on mine for me.
But you have one on your end from me.
No. Why would you think I do?
I asked if there was a lag and you said yes.
I said no.
You said yes.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
How much lighting do you have? It is so bright where you are. Like, you look like you're about to go on Regis and Kelly.
That's the way it should look. You look like you're in a dark tunnel.
Hey, I'm in my kitchen.
Have you even gotten out of the house?
No, I haven't left the house since Sunday. Here's product placement, and here's product placement. That's what I brought to the table.
There you go. There you go. You're a good girl. We need to get. You need a ring light. A front face.
Oh, hold on. I have a small one. Hold on.
See, this is what I have to work with right here. See, guys, I am saying this. I am trying. I am struggling sometimes.
Can you hear me? Yeah. You walk away from the mic. You can't hear you anymore.
Hey,
I figured you said I know. All right, I'm out. Okay, thank you.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I never left. I'm wearing AirPods so I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me that whole time? Sure you could.
Is that better? That helped a little.
Better. It's not.
I look so pasty though. Dear God. I should have contoured. It's just so pale. I should have prepped for this. Well, you texted me at 10:32 and was like, "You want a coffee Chronicles?"
I've been trying to get this for weeks now. Okay.
I had no way of knowing this was going to happen tonight, so I'm not like.
I asked you last night, did you want to do it? You said yes.
Well, you've asked me for weeks, and I said, yeah, just let me know. And this is the first time you've actually.
I'll let you know. I thought you was going to be ready. The Bible says be in season and out.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Okay.
I brought coffee.
Welcome to another exciting Coffee Chronicles COVID-19 edition Zoom participation between I and my loving daughter. I say that prophetically, Molly Vaughn. Molly, glad you joined us tonight.
I'm waiting for sound effects. Do you have sound effects for the applause? Like
I could.
Your introductions are
I don't
on
have
point.
that set up. I don't have that set up. So
are we streaming somewhere? You're welcoming the people.
No.
Oh, okay.
But we are recording this and we're going to send it out to the masses. I mean, this isn't just for my amusement. Okay. I mean, we have
masses.
We have a mission. Our mission is to bring light and joy, live and hot, the Coffee Chronicles. The logo will be on there. It's in the corner, live and hot.
Do you mean that you're live and hot, or that you're live and the coffee's hot?
I mean everything. It applies to both. Shh. Okay. I mean, it works either way.
No, it doesn't work that way.
It does.
So I am ready. Thank you for having me on the show, on my show that you've taken over, like my co-show with you that you've taken over.
I started this.
You don't have me
at the
with
Starbucks,
me.
With you, and I started it, and I said, "Go along with me, enjoy the ride," and we did, and it was a hit.
And then I got out of the car to go get a soda. And then you kept on taking the car and kept on going without me on this drive.
I did not. The first
left me behind.
They are on YouTube, the Coffee Chronicles. Please, if you are liking this,
are we on YouTube?
I have a YouTube channel for the Coffee Chronicles.
I was never given something to sign. I've never signed anything that permitted my face to be put on.
You were
YouTube.
my daughter. You were a minor at the time.
You owned me until I was 18, then I had rights.
I still own this intellectual property. I
want my lawyer to have a waiver in the email, first thing in the morning, when I will not be awake.
Well, I will take that under advisement the next time you want help at your house.
Yeah, our ice maker works great. Thanks, by the way.
You're welcome. I love you.
So what's on the agenda for today? I love you too.
Well, it's Trump and the CDC, of which is now the source of all news for all people in America.
I was about to say, are we about to talk about COVID-19 even
Oh,
more?
we don't have to really. I'm kind of tired, but I do agree with you. You're the first one to say it. When did Christians and the world in America become so adherent to the CDC? 6
None of
months
them
ago.
homeschool Christian mamas get their children vaccinated, and
I know
CDC
it,
says
I know
to
it.
do that. So when did we start caring?
Gonna listen to everything they say. That's exactly right. You're a profound daughter. You really are.
You're just saying that because you're never going to send me a waiver, are you?
I'm not sending you a waiver. No, I'm not. If this goes viral, we're in this together.
We're in this together.
And if it sinks, this is your idea.
If it sinks, it's your idea because I'm not in as many videos.
I know, and I'll go down with the ship. But anyway, so they've extended to the 30th now.
Yeah.
So how are you holding up?
How am I holding up?
Tell people, they want to know. I've been getting calls, letters, emails, faxes, telegrams all day long.
Telegrams, postcards,
how's Molly surviving?
Tweets and Snapchats about our concern.
I don't do Snapchat. I'm not 12 years old.
No, I'm doing fine. My work's great from home. Like my work is maintainable, and my bosses and go National Guard.
National Guard.
Product placement. It's great. I really am doing fine. As far as
stresses, are you getting like a kickback or like $5 every time you do this? Like every time
if I was, my house would be paid off by now. Tell everybody to join.
Like, my name is Chris Vaughn, and this is my Sony audio recorder. Sony, model number 4767, available through Amazon Smile. Go to Grace Summit Church and use the Smile link. Okay.
Link in the bio. Link in the bio.
So,
but no, I'm doing good. I really am. As far as like stresses and pressures of what's going to come next, I'm haven't even thought about what's going to come next. I Insta storyed about it this morning. I did have a minor.
Wait. What is your Instagram handle?
Handle? MollyGale_1. No, I Insta storied this morning.
The masses
the public needs to know.
No, the masses, not the public, just masses.
The masses.
We're reaching masses.
But no, I Insta storied this morning. I woke up today thinking we were in April. And when I checked my phone and saw that it was another day of March, I almost broke down crying. Because just like the impact of how slow the days are moving hit me. Like, I've been in my house for 2 weeks, and it's felt like 7 weeks.
Here's a question.
They're not bad days. They're just moving super glacier.
Okay, so let's be honest. For total disclosure, because we don't want to be sued for this, we're recording this March the 31st.
Yes.
This will air April 1st.
Okay.
Totally unedited. We're on both of our best behaviors. Or at least I am. I don't know about Molly. We can't control that.
Well, you have the gleaming face of someone that's prepped and ready for a camera. So I hope you're on your best behavior.
I am. I'm Mr. DeMille. I'm ready for my close-up. What movie?
Ready.
What movie?
Have no idea. I don't care.
You've never watched Sunset Boulevard?
No, I have. I just wanted you to be outraged. I wanted your face to die a little.
Oh, that's so sad.
And be so sad. No, I don't.
James Garner in it. It doesn't.
Just like all the great ones.
It doesn't. It's got William Hall.
Doesn't. I know it doesn't.
Shut up. Okay. But when this will air, this will be April Fool's. And so I'm asking this. Yeah. I'm asking this because we're recording this just, hours before it. What kind of weird sicko April Fool's jokes are people going to do with COVID-19? Have you thought of that?
I haven't until I saw a post today. Someone posted, they were like, what if tomorrow, April 1st, we all woke up and letters from the government were sent out and they were like, we were just kidding. April Fools. Welcome back to society. And I thought,
let's just be honest. That's somebody.
The outrage.
That would be.
Of if this was all like a social experiment or something, just to see how far they could get us to follow them or do what they say.
Oh, they've been doing that. They've been doing that.
Right. But on this type of level, with this type of social media presence that we all have and can share, I just thought, man, if it was all a joke, the outrage we would have, the riots in the streets, the fire set on United Nations buildings. I don't even know. But no, I don't even know what would be funny for someone
I don't either.
The masses, for us as regular people to do.
I personally don't think you should do anything.
No. It's going to be insensitive. Someone somewhere will tell you you're insensitive no matter what you do.
But maybe read the Babylon Bee. That's the extent of it. We can do that as Christians.
I don't always think the Babylon Bee is funny.
Oh, I totally agree. Totally agree.
They're not always funny.
It's kind of snarky sometimes.
It's kind of very condescending sometimes.
Yeah, very condescending. Although some of them.
We'll see how funny they are tomorrow. They have a chance to shine tomorrow.
I guess.
But no, do you think somebody's going to do something like what would you do to be April Fool's funny? Like, no, I'm saying you. Like, what can you think of that would be funny?
What with me? I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. I wouldn't want to do anything that would be offensive or alarmist. I mean, of course, my opinion. Okay, this is like on a thought level. You're going to get these stupid ones. Like my opinion, you're probably this is all a joke. Go back to work, yada yada, which are just stupid. So yeah. I mean, if I could think of something good that would bring humor and be fun, like my Clyde Lundstrom letters I used to send. I told you about those, didn't I?
No.
I never told you about the letters I used to send to my pastor friends.
Oh, no, you did.
Okay, it's basically from this guy asking. So what the story is I used to send these letters out to friends of mine, and they never knew I did it. I never mentioned it unless they mentioned it. Until now. Yeah, I'm letting myself out of the back. But it's called the Clyde Lundstrom letter, and it's a great thing. And so it's a letter from a guy, and and Molly, you might not remember this. I got detailed with it. I printed stationery. I printed envelopes. I think one time I even did business cards. And I would make sure that the city, state, and zip that I'm mailing the letter from matched the postmark from the post office so that if they really kind of wondered, and this was all fake, but it would be like, I need you to replace Clyde Lundstrom. But Clyde Lundstrom was a drunk. And so that was the whole joke. And so, every now and then somebody would, have you ever seen this letter?
When did you write these letters, like date-wise? At what stage were you
This is in the 90s. It was in the 90s. It was in my younger years.
So you had 2 to 3 children?
I had 2 children.
Depending on at what point in the 90s. So at this point in the 90s.
But when I was traveling and speaking in other churches and I'd be gone 3 or 4 days, I'd have a printer. I mean, I took all my office work with me. And so when you're bored.
No, that's what I'm saying. So when you went away on trips and you're held up in a hotel room. You thought, you know what? I'm gonna write
when I was in
a serial killer like you were prepping for social distancing.
I've been working for this for years. I mean, somebody asked me.
You've been prepared.
Well, when I used to travel, I never went anywhere. I'd fly into a city, go to the hotel.
That's so sad.
Go preach. Go to the hotel. Go preach. And I liked it. I mean, it was fine with me. I actually preferred it because, but I've never been, you know me, I've never been the tourist guy.
No.
No,
but I feel like that was mostly because of financial
Well,
restraints. I know now it was because of financial restraints.
But I don't want to wait in line. Why wait in line? Some people, I want to wait in line to go see.
It's not about money. It's about my time's more valuable. Can we get out of here?
The truth is, Molly, everybody's dying. We're all going to die. I mean, this is the uplifting part of the
dark turn for Return of the Coffee Chronicles.
But we are. You've only got so much time. You got to make it work. You got to make the most of it. Why do I want to stand in line to see something that I can take pictures of?
That was good.
It's truly me being honest. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I just, other than I like to have pictures of my family. I mean, I want that, but I've just never, I hate
as we all hang in the background behind.
See, that all goes back to a childhood thing when we were drugged to Disney World when I was 10 during Christmas. And let me just say, if you ever go to Disney, don't go during Christmas because every line was like 3 hours long. I tapped out right there.
That's why you've never been a Disney fanatic.
Oh, that's exactly why.
It scarred you. Hey, I have a quick semi-follow-up question about pictures. Is there a reason you're protecting our identities in the family picture behind you and why it's all cut off?
You mean like where your heads are up here?
Yes, from the neck down. Yeah. None of us are identifiable.
All of my children, except Molly, are in the Witness Protection Agency.
I was about to say.
It is from my
blurred out everybody.
Of mob involvement. No, it's just, I don't know what it is. Zoom, when I do it when I live stream and do my streams for church and stuff, I think it shows it, but Zoom crops in a little further.
Gotcha.
Do you want me to make it go up a little bit?
No, you're fine. My identity has been established. I mean, I'm good. It's just
you're
interesting.
You're here, right there.
I am.
I am. Mom and Dad.
Yeah, give them a tour. Give them a tour of the office.
Ship Augie, and over here is Winston Churchill. And there's the bat phone. It is actually called the bat phone. I have a mic. I have a hat.
That was good. Do you want to identify the man that's in the picture with your mother? He didn't get an identity.
My mom and dad.
You just said mom. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Thanks for introducing your father.
You're wrong. Okay. This is my record player. I have records. They're at Molly's house.
About 8 of them are. Yes, they are. I'm not even ashamed. You can let all the masses.
And all my 45s. Just saying. Just going to keep this on the record and the public.
They are. I'm not lying.
But you are doing good.
I really am. I was talking to my roommate about it earlier this week. I've just had to watch my frustration with like the panic and pandemonium of it all. Like, I understand, especially people who may not have Jesus in their life or have an assurance of the unknown being taken care of, but just the sense of panic and stress and anxiety and worry. And I get this is new. None of us have ever been through this. And someday, years from now, when this is all in the history books, we can talk about how we were the lucky sons of guns that established the terms.
And we laughed and laughed and laughed.
And we laughed and laughed and had the best time. But I've really had to watch my heart about being frustrated with people who are panicking. And not everybody has the same blessing and privilege to have the sense of peace that I have. But just to make sure I don't, become embittered in my life just because people aren't handling things the way I would hope they would to make their life easier. I mean, it doesn't impact my life, them being stressed or frustrated. I want more for them, more peace in their life and less stress. But I mean, it doesn't affect me. So
that doesn't frustrate me. I mean, I think I'm good at separating all that. The part that gets me, and I'm not frustrated with it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't even know how to describe it. I do not understand this. Is like everybody, like I saw a picture, there's some Instagram picture of Mark Wahlberg, like we really care, and some other celebrity working out together. And social media went nuts because they're not social distancing.
Okay. Do you want to defend Mark Wahlberg? You go. No, I'm here for it. You defend Mark Wahlberg.
I don't care either way. They're not in my life. I don't mean that wrong. They're not in my life. They don't live across the street.
Yeah.
Everybody who's complaining about it probably lives in an average home all over the world. They're probably more resentful of the fact that Mark Wahlberg has a great life. And if you ever read anything about his life, he started up really bad, got in trouble with the law, turned his life over to God, really changed his life.
Good, yes.
But I
have read about Mark Mark's life.
I've never understood the whole celebrity. So-and-so just drank a cafe latte. Who cares? I mean, they're just people. I mean, that doesn't impress me. It's like I've met kids. You ever met those people and they know exactly what kind of clothes or exactly what kind of cars some celebrity wears or drives or something, Yeah. And so it's like, and they can just rattle it off. As if that's to impress me of your knowledge of them. And I know you don't know them, so I know you're reading this from somewhere else. That never has impressed me. That to me is just foolishness. But to live your life on an emotional roller coaster of angst at people who have no direct involvement in your life, that right here lately on this, because I did a thing, I did one yesterday, and I called it a Coffee Chronicles, and you weren't with me. But I think I told you I did like this, and it hit me. Somebody's probably, because I've heard that some people on social are getting slammed, and we probably aren't because the masses haven't come to us yet. But they will. But the in great excitement, they'll come. But
with pitchforks and anger,
quite possibly, and we'll be ready. But I started beating my face. I mean, I just don't get everybody's like constant.
What do you mean beating your face? Explain for the people that didn't see the Coffee Chronicle. You were you're speaking.
Oh, well, I
did.
I did the video and I touched my face with something, but I've seen other posts where other people are like, so and so touched the face. They need to be more cognizant, you know. And it is funny. There's the one woman. This is like 3 weeks ago, and she's reading from her little piece of paper. I don't have a piece. She's reading, and she goes, and there's 4 or 5 things that we need to pay attention to. Number 1, do not touch your face or mouth. She immediately touched her mouth. It's hilarious, but it's like everybody wants to call you out on it. And again, I get it in a sense that you want to make sure everybody's safe. And if I have to hear one more time, if we only save one life.
You really shouldn't roll your eyes so much during this portion.
Why?
Where you speak about everybody being safe. Everybody being safe. Like, we really shouldn't do that big of an eye roll.
Did it not look good?
I mean, it didn't reflect well on you. That might be what initiated.
I'm just talking about like everybody's like they're saying, well, you shouldn't do it because everything we should do should save one person. But if we live to that level, we don't drive cars, we don't go to work, we don't leave the house, we don't do things. Everything has risk, and everybody has to take responsibility.
Okay, we do.
So, I mean,
I think the point is to do it, but to do it with responsible intention.
Correct.
But everything
you have to do that to your own conscience.
Right, in your own life, in your own aspects.
As if Mark Wahlberg and so-and-so needs to get a vote poll on Instagram as to whether or not they should work out. If they're both not sick, neither has a fever, and they want to take the chance, where is that my concern? I don't see where that's my concern.
So what you're saying is everybody needs to calm down.
They need to calm down and mind their own business.
You want to look right. Do you want to look right into the camera and tell the masses this as you tell them?
Mind your own business.
Good. That's going to get us lots of shares. Don't watch our video. Mind your own business.
Well, you know what's funny is you don't remember this. There used to be this guy on TV.
Don't care about what the celebrities are doing, but watch our video and care about us.
And mind your own business.
It's not full of contradiction at all.
Well, it's not. Because I'm not going to criticize them.
That's good. But no, I agree. I have a friend. She recently got some photos done. Like, a photographer friend of hers was using her as a draft. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Anyway, like a fake photo shoot to post pictures up to show her work. And the friend that got the pictures done was literally only with a person she lives with and other people she sees every day. And when they posted the photos, she said that she got so many comments like, why aren't you social distancing? Why aren't you 6 feet apart? Why aren't you like at home alone? And like you said, I mean, it doesn't affect anybody. Well, people that are commenting and ridiculing her for not following what they think she should do, she doesn't affect them.
Not living to their stand. Wait, again, so another side that gets me is about like the social distancing thing, and so we're supposed to honor that. And I'm not saying we shouldn't by no means, but like there is some choir, and I said that very Southern choir. Okay,
choir.
Some choir. What? And I've watched a lot of British television lately, so if I say
you really think tall at that moment,
or if I say schedule, or the vitamins,
or holiday,
or mummy, okay. But so there was some choir that had some practice, and there was a funeral where a bunch of people got sick, and so it's like everybody is now climbing, just slamming these people for.
These are two separate occasions: the choir and the funeral. Okay.
Choir, there's as if somebody went to that funeral or the choir practice with the evil intent to infect everybody.
Right.
And that's the part that gets me. It's like they're immediately slammed to the extreme to criticize and condemn, as if, Granny Ethel is coughing all over everybody and licking doorknobs and, sucking on peppermints and giving it to everybody, as if, that group just maliciously desired to get together. Again, stuff happens.
It does.
You don't plan on it. You don't, this is something, and you may have not ever heard me say this. Okay, so if you've never watched this before.
Are you speaking to the masses or to me?
I'm speaking to the masses right now.
Okay.
If you've never watched the Coffee Chronicles before, and this is a banner day for you, because we have come into your life. Okay.
Happy April 1st.
You're welcome. Okay.
Mind your business.
My job is done. You're welcome. Why did you get me off my train of thought? So anyway,
address the masses. Please continue.
But I forget what I was going to say.
So sorry. If this is your first time watching the Coffee Chronicles,
I don't know. It's gone.
we'll never know.
We were social distancing so far away it left.
Just didn't hold on to that thought well enough.
I don't. It was so profound. It was so profound.
Well, obviously not that profound if you could forget it.
It was. Well, everything up here is so profound and so quick.
Your time's more valuable.
I love saying.
Got too much going on. You need everybody to mind their own business, but watch you understand.
Just to watch your face. I love to watch your face.
It's not so much I make the face for me. It's that I know you're going to post this video and other people who aren't me are going to hear this stuff. And I'm like, well, that's going to go over well.
Okay, here's what I was going to say.
Oh.
I've been doing this for 30 years in ministry. 34 years full time since I'm 16, whatever that is. 36, whatever. So 30 plus years. Every town I've ever been to when I used to travel up and down the East Coast, every time somebody would say something about the local hospital, every time, this has never not failed. You know, it's a death trap there. Macon General, they just killed. Every hospital has people that die. I mean, that's the truth. People are going to die there. And sometimes it is medical. Sometimes it just happens. But I've never been to an area yet when you start talking about the local, man, I tell you, don't go to that hospital. You know, my great aunt went there and she was perfectly normal and she died. I mean, it's a death trap. And sometimes it is malpractice or it is the fault of someone, not to diminish that at all. But it's almost as if everybody always looks to that part of it and blames everything else, as if that hospital is really sitting there and the doctors and nurses are having little meetings in the morning, like at Walmart, around the little coffee tables. And they're saying, like, listen, who in here wants to kill 5 or 6 people? It's almost like they believe the evil intent. And that's a mindset I just have never been able to wrap my head around. I don't get people who think that way.
I agree. Now that that was beautiful. That really was profound. And always.
And you know what would have made it better?
If I hadn't laughed.
Background music.
if adds a little instrumental.
I'm not taking that much time with this, okay?
No, I agree that there's always a snap judgment to think the worst of people's intentions rather than grace behind it maybe being they thought it was best or they took precautions or they did.
It's like every time I'm behind a car and they're driving pathetically slow, and you know me, wears me out. I probably have more problems with that than anything. Sometimes
wear me out is a nice way to put it.
I mean, so I'm frustrated. I'm aggravated. I'm like, what's wrong with them? Every time this happens, I feel like such a heel. And I drive past it, and there's 2 little hands, and there's this little gray hair and a little bitty hat, and so some grandma. I feel like the absolute dog for being critical. And and they're driving their best. They're not being unsafe. More than likely, they're driving the speed limit. But you immediately go, what's wrong with them or something? And I've driven cars and the transmission's slipping, something's not running. You're not as fast as you should be.
And you hope people would let you do the best you can.
Yeah, which is a great thing. Most people everybody judges everybody else by their actions, and everybody judges themselves by their intentions. And so you got to have grace for people because you don't know their intentions.
Sure.
That was a truth bomb right there. Okay, that was just
was good. That was tweetable content right there. That was good. No, I'll go back and read through the transcript.
Put that on the media. Put that on the media list. Okay.
Oh gosh. Love you too.
Okay, Molly. I got to wrap it up.
Got to wrap it up.
Well, we can't go on forever like this. We got to.
The magic has to end.
If not, if we just kept streaming, if we just kept this going, and the president said, "Listen, COVID-19's over. Go back to work," people wouldn't do it. They'd still be here.
It's true. We would be what they came,
came
back to be.
Last thing we'll do it because we said we would always do some kind of topic things. What are you watching during COVID-19?
Oh, I was about to ask, what can we tell people to watch or recommend to them? What am I watching? I am in the middle of Tiger King.
Please tell me no.
It's not as interesting as everybody's making it out to be. But gosh darn it, if those aren't some bonkers Bojangles people that live or did, this is filmed years ago, that lived not far from me.
What do you mean not
That
far
puts
from
in,
you?
like they're in the United States. Joe Exotic, I don't want to ruin anything. He established his thing in Florida.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
His place, his cat park. I don't even know what to call it. I'm not paying attention very well, obviously. So no, Tiger King. I'm honestly about to start Frasier over. I really think Frasier would bring some light into my life. Kelsey Grammer, he's never led me astray. And last night I watched Dancing with Wolves. So that's where I'm at.
Oh, Dances with Wolves?
Yeah.
Kevin Costner?
I said dancing. Yes, Dances with Wolves, because that's his name, Dances with Wolves.
I was going to say, that's not the same movie.
No, Dances with Wolves. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, I watched that last night. It was long. 3 hours, man. But it was good. I'd never seen the whole thing. It was really good. It did birth an anger in me for the American settlers that drove out the Native American culture. Mm-hmm. So I've been working through that. But I have another month till I go back into work. So I got some time to work through some stuff.
Okay, I'll tell you this. If you're watching, I just looked it up.
What's your list?
No, well, I'm not watching this. I have watched this, and this is, if you enjoyed, what's the King guy? What's the lion guy?
Joe Exotic. It's Tiger King.
Tiger King, Joe Exotic. We'll just call him Joe King to make it short. Okay, work with me, people.
That's inaccurate, but sure, let's label him that.
If you like that weirdness, then you got to watch. What is it? There's a documentary there. I heard Dennis Miller mention it one time and watched it. It's bizarre. It's called The Dancing Outlaw. You got to look it up. Dancing Outlaw. It's about
Dancing Outlaw. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know why.
Hulu?
I have no idea now. I watched it probably
it.
10 years ago. I don't even know when this thing came out. Let me see when it came out. I'll tell you. It won't tell me when it. 91. So this year's 20 years old, but it's about this guy, and he's basically what do they call it? It's not tap dancing in the mountains.
No idea.
Clogging. He does a cross between clogging and tap dancing. It really is impressive what he can do, but he dresses like Elvis, and it goes
clogging Elvis.
Yeah, so it's if you really like that Joe
Tiger King guy. Joe Exotic. I will say, I just recently watched another documentary called Abducted in Plain Sight. It came out a couple of years ago. It's on Netflix. It's an Netflix original. And it is the most banana story of a little girl in the 70s that was kidnapped not once, but twice by the same man. And it has to do with aliens, and it has to do with an affair with the mother and father of the little girl. It is just the most bonkers real life story.
You know what I love about the ending?
I had to pause it constantly.
How we're giving people shows of hope. Shows to lift them up.
It's not hopeful. It really won't make you feel. Well, okay. The girl that was abducted, she has a hopeful outlook and perspective, so that's something.
I guess that's
Frasier's hopeful.
Frasier's okay. Okay, right now, me and your mother are watching Father Brown.
Yeah, what's your list? Father Brown.
Yeah, that's about it for me right now. Father
Where
Brown.
Can you find Father Brown? All of mine you can watch on Netflix.
I have absolutely no idea now. As of today, Father Brown was removed from Netflix, and they only had 6 seasons on Netflix. 7th season was on Amazon Prime.
Where are y'all at in it?
We are in season 5. I'm having to scourge the internet. They're supposed to be changing it to BritBox, Acorn, something.
You're coming this close to letting people know. Scourge the internet.
I can buy them. We actually bought one today. I mean, through Amazon, because that's the only way to get them right now.
Yeah, let them know it's on the up and up. Let the masses know.
I did. Shut up. So, but it's supposed to come out on Acorn. Call the Midwife. That's their best show.
Acorn? What is Acorn?
Acorn TV? Or BritBox?
What is Acorn? I know what BritBox. Who names it Acorn? I'm not.
Acorn TV. It's from Canada. I thought you were aware of these things.
Not of anything called Acorn that we watch TV
that's
on.
Sad. But anyway, so we're it's like I said, I have watched so many British murder mysteries and British things lately are sometimes, but I love that. I love some of the, like there was a phrase last night. I want to make this part of my daily routine. If somebody says, what time are you expecting them on the half hour? Is that just not a nice ring?
On the half
Not
hour.
2:30 on the half hour, which assumes the person I'm talking to is smart enough to know what time it is, close enough to the next half hour.
So you want to confuse your interaction.
Which may be why we don't use that in America anymore, because we're not smart
and belittle them. I was about to say.
Because nobody wears a watch except me.
I wear a watch.
You don't wear a watch?
Lots of people wear. I wear a watch every day for like the past.
I've not seen it
since I was 16.
No, you used to always just use your phone.
No, I've worn a watch every day since I was 17. Since I started college.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have to prove anything to you. It don't affect me if you believe me or not.
Okay.
You don't have to believe me.
Maybe it was Luke.
Well, all of my things I mentioned you can watch on Netflix if you're interested, except Dances with Wolves. I watched that on Amazon Prime. But now that Father Brown's gone, what are y'all watching?
Well, we bought one today to watch.
That's good.
Okay, so we were talking about, so just so you'll know, the video conference thing knocked Molly off, and she was in limbo. So I actually ended, so we're going to edit this. But we were talking, but wait a minute, I actually told you wrong. I just want to make sure I told everybody right. It's not Dancing Outlaw. It's The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. That is the documentary.
It's too many W's.
Yeah, it really is. But that's the documentary I watched about this tap dancing clogging guy.
Does it end hopeful?
I guess so. It really is. I mean, it's really not in a way, because it details like a lot of the poverty and crime and drug addiction in that area of the Appalachian Mountains and stuff. And like this guy's dad, who was a tap dancing legend in all that area, and he died early, and I think his guy's brothers died, and somebody's in jail, and I mean it is, but it's it is interesting.
Sorry, I needed to sneeze. It sounds very interesting. That's too many W's, but I'll look into it.
Okay, so anyway, you asked me what we're doing. I'll finish this up and then we'll wrap up. We're watching sometimes Midsummer Murders. That's another British detective thing. And then there's
Midsommar.
And then there's another one, and I can't remember the lady's name. If you ever watched A River Runs Through It, which is that fly fishing movie, the lady who plays the mama in it is the lead character. So this, she's much older now. But she, it is a slow moving, oh my gosh, moves slow. Reminds me of a movie from the 40s. And so,
it doesn't sound promising.
But the stories are good. The stories are good. So
good.
We have to take those in bits and bites. And all that's still on Amazon Prime and everything else. So, or BritBox or Acorn or something, who knows. So,
whatever Acorn is.
Whatever Acorn is.
Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me on the Coffee Chronicles, Pastor.
You're welcome, man. I'm glad you could finally make time for your dad.
I'm here. I'm waiting.
Yeah, right. Love the mic on the desk you're using, by the way.
Thank you. I tried to add some dynamic features to the branding, the mic.
Are you out of coffee?
Yeah, I've been out of coffee for about 15 minutes.
Actually,
my last 3 sips are literally drops.
Oh.
They were fake because I was trying to get more coffee out of it, and there is none.
Okay, our new rule is the show's going to last as long as the coffee does. Because this is where
that's a short show.
It would be. It may be better. The masses may prefer it.
Masses.
Hey, I love you, baby. Hey guys, you have been watching the Chris Vaughn show. No, I'm sorry. Coffee Chronicles. You have to say something for the mic.
That took a hard branding turn.
Okay, you've been watching the Coffee Chronicles, live and hot with Chris. Live and hot, whatever that means. So hey, join us next time. Remember, stay safe, socially distance. If you don't
be smart,
don't go out. If you think you got it, go to the ER. Take your temperature. In fact, did I tell you, Luke, about my son just scared the living snot out of me? I'm sitting here working, and I'm in my own world, and he crams a thermometer in my ear one night.
He's just checking you. He's just keeping things safe.
Did you not give me a clue? You're about to cram something in my ear? So anyway.
He's a dad now. He doesn't need your attention to do these things.
It's a whole new world when you're a dad. So hey, love you, baby. Until
next
time.
Love you too. Bye, guys.